Good afternoon, my friends. It is 5:30 in the afternoon, and I haven't done a video for you guys in quite a while. Lots of things haven't been, in the news for me to really talk about. I mean, we've had the disappearance of Flight MH370, of which I came on here, and not just me, but others. We came on here and we told you about what we thought it was, and that Rothschild had, inherited the rights and patent to the microchip from Freescale, and now that looks like it is because they can't find the plane, they don't know where it is, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's not this, it's not that, whatever. So with all that, I thought I'd get into something else. Now, one of the things that's been kind of interesting that's been going on within the news lately is that when they were talking about this comet, they were talking about this, remember, it was going to be twice as bright as the moon, and you were going to see it, and it was going to be huge. Well, it was the biggest disappointment of everybody's, oh, where is it? It's not there. Well, I guess it isn't. So, anyway, then it passed, and things went by, and okay. And then, and remember what they said? They said that you were going to be able to see that with a good little, like a small telescope or binoculars, you could see it. Well, hardly anybody did, depending on where they were. Then, about a couple of weeks ago, I can't tell you the exact number of it, but there's a new little sun out there called HD something that they're calling our binary twin, which I find very interesting because they kept telling us we didn't have a binary twin. They're talking to you about that star bright as the moon. Now all of a sudden they're saying that there's this HD so-and-so out there, and you could see it with binoculars, and it's just twice, it's that bright. The intensity is enough for good binoculars to see it, which is the same story they were telling you about the store thing. So in reality, there's your second sun, just like everybody was telling you way back. But the other thing is also, is the one thing that a lot of people have not understood is that Nibiru is not a sun. Nibiru is another planet that you can live on that is like Earth because CERN created it, believe it or not. Created another universe like this one. But that sun, Hopi, whatever it is, Red Kachina, and the new planet that they found a long time ago, remember they said it was blue and rain in shards of glass and take forever to, void without form, will eventually be something you can inhabit. Well, there you go. Red Kachina, blue Kachina. And then the other part of that is also, my mother was watching a show on History Channel, and it was a real professor and a real guy. It wasn't all these other guys and whatever. Talked about Nibiru and told you what he believed. And sure enough, things, it's almost been proven. Well, now, my friends, you've been having a lot of earthquakes, upticks in Greece and Italy. Like I said, today there was one. It was only a 4.1, but it was in Italy. Greece had a relatively good sized one a couple of weeks ago. Now you got volcanoes all over the world going off again. And there's one in Alaska right now. I can't go see it now because I'm doing this, but it's on a red alert. First time in for a long time. Oh gosh. And on regular news, Huffington Post, and what do they say? Yikes. Then you get all these little upticks in Yellowstone, and sure they're 3.5s and and 4.1s and all that, and they're not huge, but it's still activity. And if you go to the the earthquake page and go down to the lower ones, like the 1 points and the 2 points, they're all the time there. I'm not saying anything's going to happen. I'm just saying. Okay. And another thing was, I did this video too because a lot of my friends out there kept asking me, when was I going to do another video? When was I going to do another video? And I really had run out of things to do because all I tell, my friends and subscribers, of which are lots, about 6 now, I told them, preparedness, food, water, supplies, whatever to get you through for even a day. You carry it in your car, you break down or something big time happens, you got it. That's all that was what I did. I don't really want to keep telling you that story over and over and over. And the Nibiru story is getting old. A lot of people don't believe it, but it is still there. It's going away. And I told you way back in my older channel when I had 400 subscribers that it would reverse the effect as it went away. And it's exactly what's happening. Meteors have been coming in. Not a lot, but they have been. And now they discover and admit to the second sun. So that means we're not a binary universe. We actually have another one. And they go, it's far away. Then they tell you that they're going to invent this ship that can get all the way to the Alpha Centauri in like a week. Maybe not with people on it, but the ship can. And that's kind of quite interesting. As far as everything else, yeah, life's been pretty good, I suppose. Didn't turn out the way I really wanted it. You know, I always wanted to come back and live at home, and I do, but it's not what I wanted because I'm by myself. Well, I have a mother, but my mother's, in a wheelchair and needs a lot of care, and I'm not always there, and, and that's hard. But anyway, I made it back. I am back here, but it's kind of weird because I'm more alone than I am with anything else. And I just kind of ran out of subjects. Also, I just didn't have the whatever it took to do videos. I used to do them every single day. I had thousands of videos when I first started doing this. But it just got to a point where I kept saying the same story. Not that many people believed it, but I will tell you one thing. They've come out and on the news and all over the place, they're beginning to admit that chemtrails are real. So for all you guys out there filming clouds and going, oh, there's a chemtrail, well, guess what? They just admitted that a lot of that is out there. Okay? Now, one of the guys out there that I have followed a lot, and a lot of guys do, is Von Helton. He had said he was going away, but he is still doing videos. I find a lot of his stuff very informative. Some of the videos are a little long, but that's his channel. It's what he wants, it's what he wants to do. The other guy I've been kind of watching a little bit of is a Boogie 2988, and you'll see him. He's a big guy, he has characters, but every so often he'll do a real video. Like if you ask him to do something on a topic, he will, and that's another good one. And then, of course, you got Smokey's channel, Smokey the Car Reviewer. He does videos, they're like wrestling videos, avatars, like you make one that looks like you and that, and then they commentate the matches, and that's a good channel too. I really can't say too much about the others because I've never really looked at them too much. The other one, who was a friend of mine who doesn't talk to me much, or subscribed to me, was Keith Futhermucker 1, and he moved over back to Florida, I think, and he isn't in California anymore. But he also does a lot of informative videos. There's a lot of good channels out there, and anymore, like they say, the trolls, naysayers, and haters of the world really aren't out there as much as they used to be. They are, but they're just not like they were. Other than that, things have been okay, I suppose. Reality, like I say, life's good as far as it can be, but when you're alone, it's a lot different than when you're living with a bunch of people. As most of you know, my wife passed away in October, and this year will mark 2 years, and it's been kind of different. It's still difficult, but it's not like it was in the beginning and after the first year passed. It's like I always tell people, you never forget anybody. You never stop feeling sorry, but you have to get through it, because if you don't, you won't. And I guess there were people that decided that because I didn't stay in a constant sorrow mode for 2 full years, that there was something wrong and I should still be grieving and crying and this and that. Well, there's days where I feel bad, but it doesn't bring anybody back, and they don't come back. It's just like my little saying, it is what it is, And so, you just got to go on. I've got a lot of things that are going on for me right now. Like right now, everything's all cool and groovy and whatever you want to say. But when my mom is no longer around, I don't know what I'll do. Because I predominantly live rent-free and don't make a lot of money. And when that happens, I don't know where I'm going to be. So I got that too. So I do have a lot of things that worry me. It's not so much that bother me, but they worry me. But then, so another reason why I haven't done a lot of videos. But again, that earthquake, there was one, and then a volcano in Alaska, which has gone to a red alert, which is a big one. That means you better be watching, and you might want to, if you're living near it, you might want to get away. So there's a lot of things happening. Do I still believe Nibiru is out there? I do. Remember what I told you, it's blue, and even if you could see it, you probably wouldn't, because in the blue sky, it's gonna blend in. The other sun they just admitted about. one of the last things I'm going to go into, and for me anyway, not every single person I know, and I have never been 100% with this, but is this a holographic universe? Well, it could be. Is a lot of it like the movie? Is it like the Matrix? Well, some of it is. There's another little thing that's called The Secret. There's a book. And basically, it's just positive thinking. And if you think it hard enough, it doesn't mean you need $1 million. It doesn't mean this. It doesn't mean that. But if you think certain things and good things, well, certain things will happen. It has happened to me. Okay? And then, of course, the dreams I had, like I told you guys, when I got to be 55, I didn't have a lot more of that. And then that's kind of what happened. It doesn't mean I won't do videos. It doesn't mean that I won't, whatever from time to time. But as far as doing those 1,000 videos, I don't know if that's ever going to happen again. So, like I said, I'm just come back and did this video for some people who wanted to see me again. And so, hey there, I'm here and it's all good. And, things are okay. I lost my house and all that when my wife died and lost my animals and all that stuff. But all in all, I keep on moving. Anywho, I don't got much more to say to you guys, except that, hey, here I am. I did a small video for you. But there have been upticks in earthquakes in certain areas. There have been more volcanoes going off, and they're going to keep telling you global warming until the sun comes home, the cows come home, but they're not going to admit that to you. It's climate change. It's your fault. It's carbon tax. We'll tax you for what's going on out there, when in fact it's something else. Oh, it couldn't be. Well, a lot of other planets. Now they're talking about an asteroid big enough, and it may, in another 4 years, plop into Jupiter. Who knows what that'll do if it's big enough. So, it's just, it's kind of what it is. So, anyway, my friends, I got 3 more minutes of this video. I don't have much else to say. I'm uploading it when I get home because I have Wi-Fi there. Like I said, time to time, I might do a video. I didn't have much to talk about, but I did come out and say, hey, it's me. I'm here. And I know you haven't seen me in quite a while. But anyway, eyes to the skies. Keep yourself prepared. And peace. And I'll be seeing you.